Welcome guys to my channel Radhika's Lessons. Let's begin with problem set 3 of chapter triangles, page 49 of your textbook. Question number 1. Choose the correct alternative answer from the following questions. If two sides of a triangle are 5 centimeter and 1.5 centimeter, the length of its third side cannot be. Now can be we know, but we have to check out cannot be. Now how it cannot be? Now measure of two sides of triangles are given, that is 1.5 and 5. Then let us consider the given options as the third side. Okay, according to the properties of triangles, first we have to understand the properties of triangle. The sum of any two sides of the triangle is greater than the third side. This is the property. So based on this property we will check out. Now first one, 1.5 plus option. Now supposingly if these are the two sides of the triangle, let's consider the third side to be option A. So 1.5 and the option A. Now we'll consider 5 is the third side, the biggest side. So option A. Now value for option A, they have given us 3.7. If I am adding these two, then the result is 5.2, which is greater than the third side. So what is the property? The sum of any two sides of triangle is greater than the third side. So this is first side, this is second side. If I am adding first and second, then I am getting 5.2, which is greater than the third side. So again second option, option B is 4.1. I am adding 1.5 plus 4.1, which gives me 5.6, which is greater than the third side. So this is right. It states the property of the triangles. Then again third sub question, 1.5 option C, 1.5 option C is 3.8. If I add, it is greater than the third side, that is 5.3. Fourth option 1.5 and option D, if I add this, then I am getting 4.9, which is less than the third side. So here the construction of triangle is also not possible when after adding the two sides it is not greater than the third side, then the construction of triangle is also not possible and it does not state this property. So then the third side cannot be option D, that is 3.4 is the answer. Now sub question 2, in triangle PQR, if angle R is greater than Q, then now if I have drawn this figure, in triangle PQR, R is greater than Q, angle R is greater than Q, then according to the property, if two angles of a triangle are unequal, then the side opposite to greater angle is greater. So side opposite to angle R is greater, right? Side opposite to angle R is greater. So we have to choose the option QR is greater than, so QR is greater than PR. So that is not the right option. Then PQ is, now angle R is greater, so PQ is the greater side. Side opposite to angle R is PQ. So this is the greatest side. So PQ is greater than PR and PQ is smaller than PR is not possible. Then QR is smaller than PR. We don't have to check for this option. We have to check for angle R is greater than angle Q. So side PQ is greater than side PR. So they have given us only two angles. So check out for these two angles R and Q. So this is greater, then side opposite to this is greater. So PQ is greater than PR, opposite side of angle PR. So option B is the right answer. Let's come to sub question 3 of question number 1. In triangle TPQ, angle T is 65 degree, angle P is 95 degree. Which of the following is a true statement? Let's check out for the true statement. They have given us option A. Now the property of sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree, right? So we found out the third angle to be 20 degree. This is 95, this is 65. When we add these two, we get it as 160 degree, and then 180 minus 160 is 20 degrees this. Now side opposite to angle P is TQ. Now greatest angle is 95 degree. So side opposite to 95, TQ is the greatest side, and side opposite to angle Q is the smallest side, TP is the smallest side, and a side opposite to angle T is PQ, right? Let's understand this. When this is clear, then we can understand which can be the right option. Now PQ is smaller than TP. Now PQ is smaller than TP. PQ, now this is bigger. Now side opposite to 65 is PQ. PQ is not smaller than TP. Instead TP is smaller than PQ. Okay, so this is false. Then next option, that is PQ is smaller than TQ. PQ is smaller than TQ. This is the greatest side, so TQ is greater than PQ. So this statement, PQ is smaller than TQ. Yeah, this is true. PQ is smaller than TQ because this is the greatest side and this is the next side of it. So this is true. Now TQ is smaller than TP and TP is smaller than PQ. This is also wrong. This is TQ is greatest side, it's not smaller. So this statement is false. Now PQ is smaller than TP and TP is smaller than TQ. Again, all these statements are false. So the right option is B, that is PQ is, this PQ is greater than TQ, smaller than TQ. Let's come to question number 2. Triangle ABC is an isosceles in which AB is equal to AC given and segment BD, this is the segment BD, and segment CE are medians. Median means a line drawn from vertex C to the opposite side divides the opposite side into two equal parts. It's called the median. Show that BD is equal to CE, that the length of these medians are equal. So now as they have given us AB is equal to AC, AB is equal to AC, we can split this AB and AC into two parts. AB is equal to AE plus EB, AE plus EB, and AC is equal to AD plus DC, AD plus DC. Now AE is equal to EB, AE is equal to EB, which is equal to half of AB. If I am saying AE is half of AB and EB is also half of AB. So AE is equal to EB is equal to half of AB, that is CE is, because of CE is the median on side AB. This is the reason why we say that this is half, because CE is the median on side AB. Similarly, AD is half of AC and DC is also half of AC. So AD is equal to DC, which is equal to half of AC. So AD is the median on side AC. Now we can say that all these sides are equal, as they say that this is isosceles triangle. This side is equal to this side, so this is equal to this is equal to this is equal to this. So AE is equal to EB is equal to AD is equal to DC. This is, let's consider this as first part, equation 1. Now we are talking about the two triangles, angle ADB and angle AEC. Okay. Now side AB is congruent to side AC. Now when we consider these two triangles, side AB is congruent to side AC. Okay, AB is congruent to AC, isosceles triangle given. Then angle A is congruent to angle A. Now if you consider these two triangles, this triangle and this triangle, right, both have common angle A. So angle A is congruent to angle A, common angle, and side AD and this side AD of triangle this and this side AE of triangle this are congruent, right? Side AD and side AE are congruent from 1. Okay, so because all these parts are equal, this part is equal to this part is equal to this part, and all 4 parts are equal. So then side AD is congruent to side AE from 1. Therefore triangle ABD is congruent to ACE by SAS test. Now they have common angle and they have common sides, that is this side is equal to this side, and angle is common, and therefore this side is equal to this side by SAS test. So BD is congruent to CD, therefore BD is congruent to CE by corresponding sides of corresponding triangles. We have proved that 2 sides are equal and 1 common angle, so therefore these 2 medians are also equal. So BD is equal to CE is the answer. Let's come to question number 3. In triangle PQR, PQ is greater than PR and bisector of angle Q and angle R intersect at S. Show that SQ is greater than SR. Okay, SQ, this side is greater than this side. Now in triangle PQR, angle PQ is greater than angle PQ is greater than segment PQ is greater than segment PR. Naturally the angle opposite to PQ is R, which is the greater angle from the two. Okay, so the angle opposite to greater side is greater than angle opposite to the smaller side. So angle R is greater than angle Q. If this side is greater, then the angle opposite to this side is greater. If this side is smaller, then angle opposite to this angle Q is smaller. So angle R is greater than angle Q, dividing both the sides by 2. Now we can say that these two are the angles. So as they have bisectors here, we will divide them by both the sides by 2 we get, that is dividing it by 2, that is half of angle R is greater than half of angle Q. So half of angle R is greater than half of angle Q. So half of angle R is, we can all both these angles, that is PRS and SRP. So we'll consider this as SRQ. SRQ is greater than angle SQR. As both these angles are equal, so we'll consider only this because we want to prove this as SRQ is greater than SQR. Therefore side opposite to them is now this is greater side, this angle now we are considering. So angle side opposite to this angle is SQ. Therefore SQ is greater than SR. That is, the sides opposite to greater angle is greater than the side opposite to the smaller angle. Let's come to question number 4. In figure 3.59, this figure, point D and point E on side BC of triangle ABC such that BD is equal to CE and AD is equal to AE. Now they have given us this is equal to this and this is equal to this. Here there is a marking. Show that ABD is congruent to ACE. Now we have to show that these two triangles are congruent. Now in triangle ADE, okay, now we are talking about the middle triangle. Side AD is congruent to side AE. This is given. And angle ADE is congruent to angle AED by isosceles triangle theorem. If you look at this middle triangle ADE, it is an isosceles triangle because these two sides are equal. So angle opposite to them are also equal. This is the property. Now what we'll do is angle ADB plus angle ADE is equal to 180 degree because these are angles in linear pair. Okay, ADB is equal to ADE. Similarly to that side, now ADB plus ADE is equal to 180 degree. Now AED plus AEC is equal to 180. Both are angles in linear pair. Now if we add these two equations, okay, or subtract equation 2 from 1, let's see what is the answer we are getting. ADE and AED gets cancelled because both of them, that is supposing if this measures 40, this will also measure 40. So this 40 minus 40 is 0. Subtracting 2 from 1, we get for this answer as 0. And now left over is ADE minus AEC. ADE minus AEC. Now 180 gets cancelled because 180 minus 180 is 0. Now what is left is ADE is equal to ADE minus AEC, which is equal to 0. We'll bring this AEC to the right hand side. So ADE is equal to AEC. So ADE is equal to AEC. This is the third equation we have got. Right? Now next is in triangle ABD. Now this we have seen that these two angles are equal, we have proved. Okay. Now we are talking about these two triangles. Okay, in triangle ABD and ACE. Angle ADE is equal to angle AED. From 3 we have proved. Okay, we proved that these two angles are equal, and BD is equal to CE, it is given, and AD is equal to AE, it is also given. So therefore triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACE by SAS test of congruency. SAS. So this is angle, this angle is equal to this angle, this side is equal to this side, this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side given. So we proved that this angle is equal to this angle. So angle ADE from the 3. So let's come to question number 5 now. In figure 3.60, point S is any point on side QR of triangle PQR. Prove that PQ plus QR plus RP is greater than 2PS. Okay. Now adding the length of all the sides is equal to 2 times of PS. Now in triangle PQS, when we talk about triangle PQS, now this triangle only we are talking about, PQ plus QS is greater than PS. Sum of 2 sides of triangle is greater than the third side. Okay, so this is the property. So we'll say PQ plus QS is greater than PS. Same way the other side, in triangle PSR, PR plus SR is greater than PS. Sum of 2 sides of triangle is greater than the third side. So adding these 1 and 2. Okay, let us add this 2, this and this, this and this. So PQ plus QS plus RP plus RS is greater than PS plus PS. Adding 1 and 2, Now we have got, we'll bring the QS and RS. QS and RS, it forms QR. Okay, QS and RS is equal to QR. So we'll bring these two terms together. So PQ plus QS plus RS is QR, and RP is greater than 1 PS and second PS 2 PS, hence proved. Let's come to question number 6. In figure 3.61, bisector of angle BAC. BAC is AD and at point D on BC. Prove that AB is greater than BD. We have to prove that AB is greater than BD. So AD is the bisector of angle A, that is angle DAB is equal to angle DAC. It is given ADB is an exterior angle of triangle ADC. Then angle ABD ADB is greater than angle ADAC. Okay. Now this is exterior angle of this triangle. So exterior angle is always greater than the remote angles. So angle ADB is greater than ADC, and from 1, and this is the second equation, exterior property, in triangle ABD is greater than angle ADB is greater than angle DAB, right? Side opposite to greater, angle is greater. So AB is greater than, now this is the greater angle from the 3, as this angle is equal to this angle. So angle ABD is greater than this, and both the angles are equal. So angle ABD is greater than angle DAB also. Therefore angle D is side opposite to angle D is AB. So AB is greater than BD. So side opposite to greater angle is greater. Now question 7. Here in figure 3.62, segment PT is the bisector of angle QPR. A line through R intersects ray PS or QP at point S. Prove that PS is equal to PR. Okay, now in triangle PQR, now we'll talk about first this triangle PQR. Ray PT bisects angle PQR, that is, I can say QPT is congruent to TPR. This is equation 1. Now on transversal QS, now if I consider transversal QS, this as a transversal, then angle QPT and angle PSR. Now QPT, this angle, and PSR, these angles are equal because corresponding angles, if I am considering this QS as transversal, so these are corresponding angles equal. Then now PT is parallel to SR and PR is the transversal. Now if I consider these two as parallel lines and PR as transversal, then I can say TPR is congruent to angle PRS because they are alternate angles in between the parallel lines. This is equation 3. Now from equation 1, from equation 2 and from equation 3. Now here in equation 1 we proved that QPT, these two angles are equal. Then equation 2 we proved that this corresponds to this, they are equal. And equation 3 we proved that this angle is alternate to this, they are equal. So from all the three we can say that this is equal to this is equal to this, and this is equal to this. So all these angles are equal, therefore angles opposite to these sides are also equal. So therefore PR is equal to PS, because these two angles are also same. We proved here how from 1, 2 and 3. So angle PSR is congruent to angle PRS, converse of isosceles theorem, right? So angle opposite to these sides are equal, therefore side PS is congruent to PR. Side PS is congruent to side PR. Therefore PS is equal to PR. Let's come to question number 8. Now this is divided into 4 sub questions. Let's understand it carefully. In figure 3.63, okay, this is the figure. Segment AD is perpendicular to BC, and AE is the bisector of angle CAB. Okay, this is bisector, that is that divides the angle into 2 parts, and this is the perpendicular to BD. AD is perpendicular to BD at C, E and D, bisector at C, E, D. Prove that angle DAE, this angle is half of angle C minus angle B. Okay, this angle DAE. So DAE, this angle is equal to, measure of this angle DAE is equal to half into measure of angle C minus angle B. Let's see how it can be done. Now first part of it, in triangle ABC. Now we are talking about this whole triangle. AE bisects angle BAC or CAB, okay, divides it into 2 equal parts. So we get 2 angles. Angle EAB is equal to angle EAC, right? This is first equation. Now these 2 angles are equal, right? Now next we'll take in triangle ADB. Now A, D and B. Now we'll consider this triangle, okay. ADB is equal to 90 degree, DAB as it is, and angle B. Now when we talk about this triangle, okay, this is 90 degree, this angle is 90 degree, and we'll consider this angle and we'll consider this angle now. So 90 plus angle DAB plus angle B is equal to all the 3. The sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So we are writing this as 90. This we do not know the measures of angle B, and this we do not know the measures of angle BAD or DAB is equal to 180. Addition property of triangles. Then now we'll solve this equation. Angle DAB plus angle B is equal to 180 minus 90 goes to the right hand side. So angle DAB plus angle B is equal to 90. So angle B is equal to, measure of angle B will be 90 minus angle TAB. This is equation 2, right? So angle B measures 90 minus angle DAB, this angle. This is equation 2. Now in triangle ADC, now we are talking about this triangle ADC, okay. Now ADC plus DAC plus C is equal to 180. ADC plus DAC plus angle C, okay. ADC is this angle plus DAC is this angle, and angle C is this angle. We add, which is equal to 180. Again angle sum property, addition of angle sum property. Then ADC is 90 degree, plus DAC, we do not know the measure, plus angle C, we do not know the measure, which is equal to 180 degree. Now angle DAC plus angle C, 180 minus 90. Angle DAC plus angle C is equal to 180 minus 90 is 90. Then angle C is equal to 90 minus angle DAC. This is equation 3. Now what we'll do is, we'll subtract equation 2 from equation 3. So angle C minus angle B, okay, equation 2 we are subtracting from 3. So first we will write 3. So angle C minus angle B, left hand side we will subtract first. So angle C minus angle B, then 90 minus angle DAC minus 90 minus angle DAB, right? So you open the bracket here, this will remain as it is, angle C minus angle B. Now angle 90 minus angle DAC, when you open the bracket, every term's sign change inside the bracket, so negative 90 and positive DAB. So positive 90 and negative 90 gets cancelled. Now I have got angle DAC minus angle DAB. Now angle DAC is divided into two parts, okay. DAC has two angles, okay, and this angle this as well as angle this. So angle DAE plus angle EAC, okay, DAE plus angle EAC, right, and minus, now we are talking about DAB, okay. Now angle BAE minus DAE is equal to BAD, okay, BAD, these two angles. Now let's come to the next step. Now angle C minus angle B will be as it is, angle DAE plus angle EAC minus angle EAB, we open the bracket, then plus angle DAE, then we add DAE and both are positive, DAE and DAE is common, we bring them together, and then EAC minus EAB, EAC minus EAB, they are equal measures, so this becomes 0 and this becomes 2 DAE. So angle CAB minus angle C minus B is equal to 2 DAE. Now this is equal measures, so it becomes 0. So angle 2 DAE, we'll just change the sides, 2 angle DAE is equal to angle C minus angle B. So 2 comes this side, angle C minus angle B upon 2, that is angle DAE is equal to, bring this half this side, so outside, so angle C minus angle. So hence we have proved that angle DAE is equal to half of angle C minus B. This is the answer. So wait for my next video for the next chapter. Till then, bye.